Hello, everyone.
Whoa.
Welcome, everyone, to Dice and Easy, an actual play D&D show set in the world of Exandria, and this is episode number 13. And we are finally here. So,
Unlucky 13.
Unlucky 13. We've had to cancel this episode twice, but we are here.
Actually, that is
now.
true. Very
We are
true.
finally
It's very
here,
unlucky.
yes, due to people's personal situations, priority comes to that. But welcome, everyone. It's very nice to have you all here again. It's great to be back. Some housekeeping stuff. Berdora, aka Brit, is going to be out for a few sessions due to personal reasons, but she will be back in the near future. So Berdora is kind of going to fade into the background, and her character will come back later, and we will come up with a story reason for that during this time. So just so you know, Berdora is kind of going to fade to the back.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, I added some safety tools for us, so we might have situations where all of a sudden we have to fade to black on a scene because it's triggering for someone, just to let you all know that this might happen at some point. Probably won't, but it might. And, oh yes, another announcement kind of thing. There is a special one-shot happening next week, Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern European Standard Time that I'm running called Shadows in Ionia. It is a D&D one-shot set in the world of League of Legends with some really fun other tabletop RPG content creators. You should come and watch that next week, Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern European Standard Time.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it is. I'm super excited for it. It's been in the works for a while, so I'm glad that it's coming together. But with that, let's jump into today's episode of Dice and Easy. See you in a bit. Good tea talk. We turn on the music.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, me too.
I haven't played D&D for such a long time because my other game has also been getting canceled.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Why can't I hear the music?
Dragon.
It's just really quiet.
Oh yeah, I
like
hear
it's a
it
quiet
now.
track.
Yes.
There it is.
There it is. All right, everyone. So, last we left off, the Faded Ones made their way from Blade Garden after helping Brogan Bonebasher to recover some of the bodies of her comrades from over the border from the other side. It went smoothly. There was a moment where it looked like it was going to turn dicey, but it didn't. And as a reward, you were given a magical shield that Evelyn now has, a black shield with silver highlights, a magical shield.
Yep, no longer maidenless, just letting y'all
Let's
know.
go. Now have a maiden?
Is that like the equivalent of like a waifu pillow?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a maiden shield.
She protect.
And after that, they decided to make their way to Ashguard Garrison because they heard that the commander there, general there, Jaro Whitebeard, might have information on where the court in exile is. And they made their way there. It was only a few days' trip. Arrived at the gates where they requested to see Jaro, and after a short wait, were granted an audience. And we pick up as as the crew is being taken to Yaro's quarters.
What a place to pick up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I forgot that we were like about to talk to him.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So you are being escorted currently by 6 guards.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
As mentioned before, the vibe in Ashguard is a lot more tense than you are
Really
used to.
militaristic, right?
Yes, it's a military outpost, basically between these 2 mountain ridges, protecting the Empire from any incursion from the east. So, yes, it is a military outpost, and tensions are high. And you've noticed the more eastward you have gone, the higher the tensions have gotten, the closer you get to the border with the Kryn dynasty.
Right.
So,
Makes sense.
The guy we're talking to, he's the guy he's in charge of this outpost. That's who we're speaking
Yes.
to, correct? Okay.
Graybeard, Whitebeard.
All right. Just trying
Yes.
to.
no worries.
Yeah,
It's
no, I'm
been a
like,
month and a
what do
half,
we-
so totally fine.
So it's important, it's tense, and he's the one who can potentially tell us where the people are we're looking for.
Core of Exile, which
Mm-hmm.
is gonna lead us to the queen, the old Azamar. What's her name? I have her name written down. I know that much. I was like reading this a little
Ursula.
bit.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, Ursula. Yeah.
Ursula. Oh, okay.
So the court in
Yeah.
exile is connected to her.
She is part of the court
She
in
is
exile.
part of it. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
Ursula is what was the queen of
Of the Azamar,
Azamar,
king.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And
Yep.
then the whole court is just like the royal people of
And
Yeah,
I'm
and then
looking
the
for
court might
them.
know where the robes are.
Okay. I was like,
Exactly.
why are we
Yeah,
looking?
I was like, where are these all connected?
Okay, let's keep going back. Just a few.
Got
Okay,
it.
yeah,
got
yeah.
it. So ultimately, we're going into this, and we need to just try to get the information from him, and then we can get out of here.
I feel like he's not going to be very nice to us. I'm so
Yeah.
scared. I'm already terrified of him.
I believe in you, Hornsworth. You have the high charisma. You've got this.
Yeah.
Oh, and for the audience, the players also leveled up to level 4. Actually, I need to update the art for next time. But yes, they leveled
So
up
it'll
to
be a
level 4.
surprise what the changes
Mhm.
are.
Ooh.
We shall see. But yes, so you're being escorted by 6 guards flanking you. They don't say a word as they just take you to a nicer looking door and knock on it. One of them goes inside and after a brief period opens the door and you are escorted inside, and as you all enter the room, let me see. You see an old dwarf gentleman. He's wearing like black leather armor with kind of silver inlays on it. Quite nice looking. As a long gray beard, receding
Not white
hairline.
yet?
Sorry.
Sorry. I said it's not white.
Because
Oh,
his
yeah.
last name's Whitebeard, isn't it?
Well, he's old, so now it's gray. Receding hairline
I
and,
don't-
and a ponytail.
It's fine.
False advertising, this is.
And you come to a room that is neatly kept. It is well organized, and there is there's a fireplace, and on the mantle there is a big hammer above the mantle. It looks to be in
Hell
impeccable condition, and it has a stag head emblem on the hammer part. Looks very nice. And he seems to be writing something as you are led inside. And as the last of you goes in, the door is closed behind you. And 4 of the guards that were with you go around the room.
Perfect.
Great. Am I taking this? Am I gonna be the talker here? Are we sure you want me to do that? Sorry. Hello, good sir. Hold on. Also, kind of unwind, like bringing it back. Why? What did we tell? Did we tell them exactly what we wanted to talk? Or did we just we just want to talk to this man?
I'm pretty sure we
We
just
just
told them we wanted to speak to him.
Yeah, we just showed him the
think.
paper and said that
Okay.
whoever suggested that we come here.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
who suggested that?
Oh,
Who
it
was
was
like,
that
you-
lady.
Was it
from-
Shard Spike? No. Wait. What is?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was Trehild Chard Spike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Great. Hello, good sir.
And as you're starting to speak, he raises his hand,
So scared.
cuts you off, and looks up, kind of looks you all through. He has lines of like worry all across his face. Like it's a person who's been through a lot of stress. Looks you through with tired looking eyes. Turns his head to one of the guards. Nods. One of the guards walks over to the door. Hits it twice. You can hear it like a lock being locked.
Oh, word.
Great.
And the guard
Love that for us.
walks back to his position, and the dwarf finishes off writing whatever he is writing, and then, gets the letter ready. And let me just check his voice.
Hello,
Yeah.
So, the fated ones, was it?
That would be us.
Yep, that's us.
Through and through.
I saw your letter, and here you're here to ask about the court. And, must say, this is highly irregular.
I'm sure that you don't get just a bunch of hooligans walking in your door asking you about a fallen kingdom's court.
No.
I'm sure that that's not pretty typical.
It is not.
No.
Which is why.
And then he gets up, like an old person gets up, and there's a little bit of a groan and weariness to his bones. And he walks on over to the fireplace and grabs the hammer. And he looks at the hammer and then looks towards you and says,
a small test is in order.
We're gonna have to fight for the information. Let's go.
Look, we've
Okay,
done this
yeah.
once before.
Fine, we got this.
did any of you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Cool.
Because, you see, there's nothing to say that you are just not spies from the Kryn dynasty.
And fair enough.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Valid. We've met. Yeah.
You know what?
mhm.
Yeah.
So we shall find out the truth.
And then
He's
he
gonna break my
mutters
bones.
a word to the hammer and hits the hammer like 2 times on the ground, and you feel like a magical energy emanate from it. And I would like all of you to roll a charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma saving throw. Let's
Mhm.
go.
Love that.
Is it against magic
Yes.
specifically? Okay.
is.
Because I believe I have gnome cunning, which allows me to I get
Very-
advantage.
Yeah, then advantage you shall have.
Let's see. Yeah. Not that I. Well, he was there.
You know,
But now
it could have been a 20. You don't know.
Yeah. Now that bad roll is gone, so you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I can't
so
put these dice in dice jail. It kind of upsets me sometimes.
So you see that
Yeah,
the stag
huh.
head is glowing, emanating with a power, kind of pulsing. And you all feel this energy go through your bodies. And then he looks up.
So, who are you?
We're the fated ones.
Who are the
Where-
fated ones?
Well, hello. My name is Galena Brightstone. Halfling, jeweler, friend. Just gonna
Can confirm the friend part.
As you
Yeah.
say friend, you inadvertently, without even realizing, say, I hope.
Ah,
Oh,
true though.
True.
I just kind of.
Yeah, you're like, uh-oh. Like, you didn't mean to say that. Why did you say that?
This is okay. This is true. I do hope we can be friends.
So
Just
who
gonna
are
nudge Hornsworth like.
I'm Hornsworth. I'm just a guy. Gnome, I guess.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Evelyn Talia, if that matters. Just sent on a holy pilgrimage. That's all.
I'm Cynthia. I worked at a tavern.
I forgot about
That's
And now
that.
I'm here. And now I'm
Yeah.
here.
That is very true.
That is
Don't need
true.
a spell for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have introduced myself as his lover. That would have been something.
Hmm.
Delita's like friend, and I'm like lover. I hope.
Oh my god.
and it's like,
Where do you come from?
Well, we
Zadash?
all met in Zadash. I'm from a small halfling settlement outside, and I moved to Zadash. But that's where we all
I'm
met.
Zadash, born and bred. I don't know if you can tell, but
no humor on
Jeez
his face.
that's fine. I don't need an audience. I'm my own audience.
And we
This
love you
much
for
is
it.
true.
And it's like,
What brings you to the Ashguard Garrison? You're far away from the heart of the Empire.
For a good reason. Well, funny enough, what was his name again? The Platinum Dragon. Is that who talked to us originally?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
Platinum Dragon was like, "Hey, I need you to take care of some business."
Yeah.
and you
And
tell
then
him
from
what
there we
business it
went.
is.
What?
And you tell him what business that was.
Oh yes, yeah. And I'm like, here's the three. We got to get the robes. We got to stop the dark wedding. There's the ghoul uprising.
Mm.
Listen, I can count to three. I know three at least.
Mhm.
And that took us to. We went on a journey to. Where did we just go from?
Blade.
Blade Garden?
Blade
Yeah.
Garden.
Herperduke, yeah.
Sorry, we went to Halberduke, went to Blade Garden, and then we talked in Blade Garden. We talked to, Shardspike, Miss Shardspike, the scholar researcher. What? I don't know what you would consider her.
She was very nice. She gave me a
She
pickled
was-
egg.
Yeah, she gave
I
us some
liked it.
eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs. They were surprisingly close to a jar of eyeballs. I wonder if she's ever made a mistake before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
agree.
been haunting me since then. And she recommended that, hey, if we have to do these things and go into the Kryn dynasty, that we should maybe talk to you, because you might know stuff about the court of the exile, which, it seems like what we want is aligned at this point in terms of making
Where
sure
to
the
go.
At this point, it might be fated, Just saying.
Yeah. might be faded, maybe we're called that for a reason.
Yeah.
And now we're here in your
Mhm.
room with your silly little hammer magic. It's cool. I like it.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Okay.
Oh, you have advantage because you failed the earlier check
Oh.
because you're telling the
Great.
truth.
I am telling the truth, I promise.
You're compelled.
I'm compelled to tell the truth?
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty attractive.
Oh.
Wow. Well, that was bound to
I'm
happen.
just saying. Just gonna put it out there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, roll with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. I'm sorry. I didn't even see that.
Let's
Too horny to
go.
listen. And his serious look kind of softens, and he starts stroking his beard.
So you say you were sent by the Platinum Dragon, and you're looking for the robes of Sister Adelind.
Yes.
Yes, is
I heard they were
very
bright
important.
blue. Yeah.
And why is it you need to find the court?
Because-
We heard that the court was, looking for allies in their fight to, I think they're trying to reclaim their homeland, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also
So,
they might know about the knights who are still kind of waging guerrilla warfare.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
Court of Exile might know about the Knights of Cord. And the Knights of Cord, I think, are in possession of the robes that we need, right?
Or a
Or a
scrape,
scrap of the
scrap.
A
robe so that
scrap
we
of the
can-
robe that we need.
All roads lead to the robe, essentially. But
Yeah.
we are told that the Court of Exile is our best bet to finding the robes
knight.
to help fight
Yeah.
against gestures,
I
everything.
see.
All of it.
Did you speak of ghouls earlier?
Yes.
Yes.
There
Ghoul
is-
uprising. Have you seen an uptick of ghouls recently? Because apparently they're getting smarter, and there's a lot more of them. And them in the court have shook hands, and they're having a little alliance.
At this point,
Don't know what that's about.
he looks to one of the guards and then just nods his head, and then the guards, one of them goes to knock on the door, and then you can hear the lock open and the guards exit.
Thank God.
And then he
So
puts
I take it we pass the test?
Yeah,
Did
he
we
puts the
pass your test?
he puts the hammer back on the mantle and turns around and says,
Yes, you passed the test. Now
Let's
I know
go!
now I know
I
that
wasn't
you're
very
not-
good in school.
You're not lying, at least.
Awesome. I've never been good at tests. I'm glad I passed.
I know. Kalina, I was really bad in school. I don't know if you could know.
I didn't even go to school. I'm from a small
Well, now
halfling
I feel like
village.
an
I learned from my
asshole.
family. We're just whispering.
Evelyn also technically did not go to school.
I guess
like
I don't know if I
Bible
even went to school. I kind of just assumed that I did. I don't know. It's in the
That's
Cobalt
up to you.
Soul.
What is
It
your
feels like
backstory?
school.
Cobalt Soul would definitely be a school kind of thing, yeah.
Feels school-like. I didn't do very good. Cool. Okay, well, great. We passed the test.
Yes, I find it that having a zone of truth spell helps with
Ay.
finding out malefactors.
I mean, that's pretty smart. Pretty
Yeah, we
smart of
should
you.
look into that.
Understandable, being so close to the border, you must have much to worry about.
You got any cats around here? I'd watch out for cats because we
I'm
have in
sorry.
fact run into some cats.
You
That
know,
was a.
Cats.
Horn-
We
Hornsword
ran
makes
into
a
a
good
cat, and this cat was actually you're not gonna believe this. The cat was a Kryn, was a
Kryn
spy
Dynasty
from the
spy.
Kryn Dynasty. It was wild. Listen, and if you ever see a cat that's like, kill me, if you try and talk to it, just don't. Or you could kill it, and then it would turn into a Kryn spy, and then you could deal with it that way. But
The trauma.
He looks at you.
listen, I don't trusting any cats anymore.
He looks at you confused and is like, I'll keep that in mind.
Listen,
You
should
had to
just.
be
I think
there.
you should
You
just
had to be
hire
there.
someone to just talk to the cats around. I don't know if we got stray cats here, but just
I just
talk
kind
with
of
animals.
elbow Hornsworth. Just
Yeah.
stop it. It's fine.
And
You got it.
it's a national security threat. Okay.
He
Just
means
saying.
well. He really does.
Yes, well. Regarding the court in exile, they are not here in Ashguard Garrison.
Figured
Yes, but
that,
do you have any leads on where they could be, or any information that could help us locate them?
Oh, I know exactly where they are. They're in
Oh.
they're in the Rockguard Garrison to the north
Rock
of here.
Guard Garrison.
Yes.
And Rockguard Garrison is one of the other two garrisons by the border that protects the Empire from the dynasty.
Okay.
It's to the north of here.
And do you have any specific contact there that we should be like, oh, so and so sent us?
Yes,
Mr. Whitebeard.
yes. The general there should be able to help you. I'll write you a letter of recommendation.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes,
Do you have the general's name by chance?
Yes. Let me just check. Give me a second.
Yes, no worries.
Where is it? No, what was his name? It is General Cavanto is his name.
Okay.
And is there anything we should know as we travel to the Ashguard Garrison? Is there any dangers we should keep an eye out for?
Well, the roads
Anything.
are always dangerous. So,
Yeah.
but if you've made it here all the way from Zadash, I figure you can hold your own in a fight. And you do look like you can hold your own in a fight.
We do pretty good for ourselves.
But
You're all right.
I am concerned that the ghouls' activity is becoming more increased in the Empire.
Oh,
We ran
yes.
across a few ghouls. Do we have that photo still?
Yes, I was actually
Mhm.
about to say, we did have another question. We,
Yes.
as Hornsworth mentioned, we ran across a group of ghouls searching for somebody. We do not know who they
Mhm.
are, but they seem to be important to the Kryn dynasty. So, and I pull out the picture of the charcoal drawing. I do not
Mhm.
know if you know of this person, but they're searching for him.
So he takes the picture, looks at it, and then he just like kind of rubs his like between his eyes, like, and sighs heavily. He's like, I do know who this is.
You do.
Yes,
Would you be so kind as to
of course.
Tell-
It is Archduke Avgust. He is the Archduke from the Azimar Kingdom.
What's his name again?
Archduke Avgust.
He was the okay.
So they are
Okay.
searching. They are searching for the Court of
For-
Exile as well, and they're specifically searching for him.
For the Duke.
This is
Is there
Archduke.
any reason
Very
they would be searching for
concerning.
him in particular compared to? I'm sure they're looking for the whole court, but why him?
I don't know. It is
What was his?
concerning.
They
He
also
is-
had humans roaming with them too, which is a little.
That is true.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Well,
It was
There-
very weird. It was a weird, like, human ghoul group.
Honestly, it seemed like the humans were following the intelligent
The
ghoul, to be
ghouls.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But-
almost mimicking like ghoul-like tendencies. I don't know. It was weird.
But this news
What do you
that
know of the Archduke?
the
I'm so sorry.
Archduke is the brother of the late king of the Azimars, of King Heinrich. So the Archduke would be the next in line, in theory.
If the court were to come back to power, you're saying?
Yes.
So maybe they just want to take him out.
This
Just start
could be
going
the
through the line
case,
of
yes.
succession.
Mm.
Or
Yeah,
it's
so they
entirely
can
possible he just has intelligence too. Like, if he was the brother of the king.
And you can see he's like,
Yeah,
he
well-
gives you the paper back and he's like stroking his beard, thinking.
If there's someone in the court that is involved with the ghouls, then they would want him out of power so that they could slide in next.
So do you think that there's somebody in the Court of Exile that wants?
Well, maybe not the Court of Exile, but whatever
Oh,
court the
okay.
Duke is part of, you know?
You know, that's
Well, he's part. Is he not part of the Court of Exile? or
I
is there-
assumed. I'm actually not sure. Is he?
Oh.
He is, yes. He's part of
He
the
is.
court in
Oh.
exile.
Ooh.
That's actually a
Oh.
good point, though. Like thinking that somebody brought down the Asmar Empire from within. That
I mean, it'd be the smartest move if they really want to take over.
Yes, but
But like, what are they gonna get out of having a fallen kingdom? Ooh, look, I'm next in line for power, but look, I have nothing of power to like. That's for
also
me. Like, I don't know.
if the Archduke was in on this plot, it does not make sense that he's right now in exile.
True.
Were he to be part of the court, I would assume
Yeah.
that the Kryn would give him rulership over this area.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to hiding if you want to be in power.
How like long ago did the Azamar kingdom fall?
It's been like
Like-
10 years or so.
Okay,
Mm.
so it's like still fresh in terms of like his.
It's fairly
Okay.
fresh. Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Whitebeard. Sir Whitebeard.
Mm.
Sir, sorry.
General Whitebeard.
General Whitebeard,
General
I'm so sorry.
Whitebeard.
Again, not educated, I apologize. But what can you tell us of the court, of their makeup, of the way they're structured? I'm so curious because of the fact that this Archduke seems to be of interest to the ghouls.
The court is made up of 3 main figures and their retinue. Queen Ursula, the queen of the Azimar. A stoic and hard to read noble, as the nobles tend to be. Then Archduke Avgost, the brother of the late king. And lastly, Zosia, the queen's daughter.
Okay.
I know they have an interest in reclaiming their kingdom, but the Empire is not willing to start an open war just because of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense.
And if you don't mind me asking, how is it that you know where they are? What is your relationship with the court?
When they first came over to the Empire, they came through here. Also, myself and the general in Rockguard, we've been keeping touch, as is customary for generals.
Right.
And
Makes
lastly,
sense.
I know the Archduke myself personally
Ah,
from the old days.
Well, maybe you should let him know that the ghouls are out for him.
That is actually
Got
what
his photos.
I would like
I
to
guess we could
ask
tell him.
you to do for me. I cannot
Yeah.
spare any men from my place here, but I think it is very important that they be warned. Because
Will do.
if they are killed, then that area is lost. There's no legitimate ruler that could take it back.
So, okay. If the Archduke is killed. So, like, right now, Queen Ursula's in power, right? And then if she were to fall, it would go to the Archduke, correct? Or would it go to her daughter?
It would go to the first in line, or the first in
Ooh, how
line
higher.
from the king's side. So
the Archduke.
currently the Archduke is the first in line.
Okay. Okay.
So
Great.
correct me if I'm wrong. So if the Archduke were to fall, would the queen then, or would it be the daughter,
daughter.
since she is directly related to
The queen would
king.
be the first one,
first? Okay.
and
the
then the
Archduke,
daughter.
then the Queen, and then the daughter.
Correct.
So if we're running with our theory of an insider, it's just interesting to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more what I was saying, is that someone could be looking from the inside to kill the Archduke so they could be next. Not to suss out potentially good people, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, about what time is it now?
It's about like past midday.
And how long would it be for us to travel to Rockguard?
Travel from here to Rockguard. It's about a week's worth of travel.
Oh boy. All right. And then wait, how far would it have been to get to Grim Grill, which is the next place that we were potentially going to, right? That was
Yes.
also on our like list.
It's in the same direction as Rockguard. So, but it's a little bit further
But-
than Rockguard.
Further? Okay, cool. So all right, Rockguard it is, baby.
Yeah, because
Alright.
we're essentially following the mountains north because we're
Yep.
That's fair.
Mhm.
yeah, and then it's Rockguard and so that's perfect actually.
I need to learn
It's
how
like
to make
it was meant
maps.
to be.
You have a map, by the way.
Yeah, it's
I
in the
know,
handouts.
I wanna
Oh
learn.
Ooh,
yeah,
you should. That'd be cool.
maps.
Because no one has a map of the Kryn dynasty, so if we survive, that would be...
Oh.
Mm. But mapping out a region takes a long time because you essentially have to travel the whole region to map it out.
Yeah, well, we just map out a little bit and, here and there. and-
How hard can it be?
yeah, that's fine.
And
Okay, cool.
yeah, as you've been talking, Yaro's been writing a letter, and then he finishes off, puts some sand on it to dry the ink, and then folds it in, and then gets a wax candle, and then melts some wax, drops it there, and then puts a seal on it, and you can see it's the same stag head seal symbol, and then he blows on it and gives it to you, and give this to the general in Rockguard.
Will do. Okay. I mean, I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, I'm just quickly going through my notes to see if there's anything else that we need to ask, but I think that was
I feel
a lot of the questions we had.
Yeah. Do we have like Fondu, do you have like an actual image of the map? I like can't zoom in on the one on Foundry, and I'm
It
trying
should be
to like
also
look.
it should be also in our Discord, I think. If I recall, it's in the session notes.
Aha! Thank you.
You are most
Oh,
welcome.
that's
Yeah, Foundry, you
what you
can't
need.
unfortunately zoom in on it, which is
like I wanna let me.
yeah.
Okay, so we're. Oh, okay. I see kind of where we're at and where we're
Mhm,
headed.
mhm, mhm.
Great.
Yeah, we're just following the ridge of the mountain upwards.
Mhm. Great.
Well.
I think that if we don't have anything else, then I'm sure you're very busy and we're taking up a lot of your time, and I don't want to take up more of your time.
Well, you are doing me a service by warning the Archduke, so
There.
consider
Right.
this time not wasted.
You know what? Thank
Were
you.
it not for you, I would not know of the danger that he faces, so I thank
Yeah.
you, and I thank the Allhammer for bringing you here.
Ooh. Something that kind of just like this is maybe a little bit of a long shot,
Mhm.
but have you or any of your men dealt with any sort of like cult-like activity in terms of people that call themselves the sisters of something. There's sisters of something. Let's see.
The cult of the forbidden ecstasies.
What they're called?
The Red Sisters.
The Red Sisters. That's
Yeah.
what they are. I was like, it's the Red Mother, but are they the Red Sisters? I couldn't remember.
Sisters of the of the Red Order. That's
Of
what
the
I have
Red-
in my notes.
Okay.
No, we don't really have cult activity over here, but
Okay. Well,
Fair
I'm
enough.
pretty sure
Called
they're connected to
good.
like the Ghoul uprising at least a little bit.
Mhm.
So you
I will
know,
just keep
no.
your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
They were very, very strange.
it is
Yeah, not good.
concerning to hear, but thank you for the heads up.
Yeah. And I swear to God, look out for cats. Look out for cats.
We
They might
shall
be
look out
spies.
for our cats, yes.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right.
Uh,
yeah.
Well, may the
Over the
Allhammer
table,
guide
do
you.
we want to start traveling today, or do we want to like?
I feel like maybe we could just get a half-day journey. We
Half
might
day
as well
journey.
just
All right,
go
because
for it.
I just wanted to ask, because like if we wanted to like stay here, I was gonna ask him, but if we're gonna go, then
I think maybe we could go.
yeah, okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
As much as, not to disparage this, it's a garrison, it's not a fun town. I don't know if they've
Nope,
got
Yeah.
a
it is
lively
not.
Yeah.
tavern for us to
No, there's no
I
tavern.
hang
just wasn't
out.
sure if there was anything y'all wanted to do, you
No,
know.
we should.
No, we appreciate
How are we doing
that.
on like rations and stuff?
Uh,
That's my question.
That's a great question.
Cause I don't know. I have a week worth of rations so
same.
far.
I suppose we could ask if he could spare any, or if we could purchase any from him.
Yeah.
That might be a good shout.
Is
Anything else.
there anywhere that we could potentially, procure some rations for our journey up north? I know that, I'm sure you probably can't
yes,
spare
we
too
can
much, but
probably spare you of some rations from our supplies.
that would be fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
Do we
can-
have a
can-
cart still? Do we still have
Mhm,
that?
Yep. Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
that's how
Okay,
we got here.
cool.
Mhm, mhm.
That's what I thought, but I was like, I can't remember if we still have that.
Hasn't gone anywhere.
Okay. Great.
All right. I mean, if we're gonna be set with rations and everything, I think we're good to just travel,
Yeah.
unless
Yep.
there's
Mhm.
anything anyone else wants to do.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, I think
I'm-
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Then Yara says, "Well, I thank you for your service and your help, and for the information. And may the Allhammer guide you, young ones."
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Yeah.
You are let out by the guards, and you are given like 5 days of rations each, so you can add five
Excellent.
days of rations on yourselves per person.
Mhm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a lot better.
And then
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I have exactly a week of rations for a week of travel. Doesn't feel great.
Yeah, because if anything goes wrong,
you can always
Yeah.
start hunting.
Also, I all of a sudden,
I
I'm
killing
like,
things.
in my tool section, I have an oh, is that
Those
the
are the
safety
safety
tools we were
cards.
talking about? Okay.
Yeah,
I was
those were
like,
the
what
one-
are these?
Those were the ones I made myself, but we don't need them anymore, so I'll just get rid of them before next
Okay,
time.
cool. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Great.
because I had to make it myself first, and then I found out about that module thing yesterday.
The other one, yeah. I was like, I thought there was.
True.
Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
All right, so you head out of town. It's time to start rolling some dice for your
let's
travel.
do it.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
destination score is 4, so you have to succeed 4 times, and the DC is 11.
Okay.
Let's put on some travel music. There we go. So who would like to go first, and what ability would you like to use to?
Let's
I-
see.
I could go first if we would like.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not?
And I'm gonna, I feel like in real Hornsworth fashion, let me regale you the tales of the time that I went fishing with the Archduke of the Azamar Kingdom, alright?
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm
And let me
sure
tell you,
that's
the
why you were
fish-
able to recognize the picture, right?
Exactly, I was testing y'all to see if you could figure it out too, and you
Nice.
didn't.
May I roll
It all makes
insight?
sense now.
To regale tales of us fishing. And listen, I swear to God, I caught a salmon like 4 times the size of me. I almost got eaten by a shark. It's pretty
Salmon don't live in the ocean, and sharks don't live in fresh water.
Exactly. Galena realizes, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And that is one
Like,
failure. Failed by
Literally
one.
the best skill I have. What?
Unfortunately, the dice roll can be mean.
I have a +6.
That's
I'm not.
wild. In order
Sorry.
to get away from Hornsworth's terrible storytelling,
I'm so sorry.
would I be able to perhaps roll athletics, just run ahead and just be like, I'm just gonna go scout ahead, just gonna get ahead a little bit?
Sure. Yes, you can do that.
Excellent.
So you're gonna scout ahead while Hornsworth tells annoying stories to everyone else, and everyone's like,
Every time that I
And-
try,
and you like
keep
try to
the
tell,
morale
and
up.
you like try one day, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna try again today. You know, this time's gonna be different. And everyone's just like,
Today's
oh
gonna
my
be the
god.
day.
It's like we already heard
So I'm
this
just
one,
gonna-
Hornsworth.
Like, as soon as he starts, I just leap off the moving carriage and just start
Nope.
running.
Aw.
Wow. Wow.
You
That's also my +6 skill, so like
a 3 and a
I
4 roll.
I
It's
just
beautiful.
fall off the cart.
You fall off the
Straight
cart
off
and
the-
then you run in the completely wrong direction and you get lost for a while. And and like after like 2 hours, you're all like, "Where's Galena?" And
2 hours.
and you have to start and you have to like stop to go look for Galena, which adds another half day to your travel because and then you find Galena somewhere like just like looking at rocks like, "Ooh, what's this?" And you're like, "What the Galena?"
I was looking
Galena.
for materials for you know, for jewelry. I get dragged off.
Like you know
Dragged
when,
off screen.
like you know when a parent finds their kid like just like doing something, they're like, we need to go.
Come on.
But the shiny rocks.
Hornsworth, pick another party member.
Evelyn.
Okay, roll a d20 for me, Hornsworth.
Oh no.
Oh.
I picked Evelyn because I think she's pretty.
Lucky 13.
So now Hornsworth. So this is a little social interaction thing that I took from TikTok. It's really fun.
Ooh.
Let's see. So you may either reveal something about yourself to Evelyn, or you might answer a question that Evelyn has had about you for a while. And you
Shoot, Evelyn. Hit me with it.
you may play out this scene.
Okay.
All right. Where are we? What's happening right now?
So this
Okay,
is
look,
happening. This is happening while you're traveling. Just like during the day, you're traveling.
just
and you're-
during the day.
yeah,
Is
just
this
like
post finding Galena?
it can be before or after. It's up to you.
Okay.
But I've set the scene up for you, and now you may play the scene.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna say that this is a little bit before we realize Galena is gone.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like fiddling with I don't know the shield that I got from the other day, and I'll just kind of look up at Hornsworth and just kind of squint at him for a second and be like, you know, there's one thing I've been like thinking about that, like, I don't know, I just didn't want to say anything because there was a lot going on at the time, but you didn't have that book before you were kidnapped. What's that about? What the fuck's
Just
up with
went
that?
to a library, obviously. I was captured.
Can
They had a really it's a real funny story. You know, I think without this book maybe I would be dead by now. So let's just remember that. Good book. We like the book. The book is very nice. We will keep the book around. Very good book.
What does the book look like?
I guess I don't know. I guess we didn't talk about it, but I was thinking it's like it's like leather, like black leather bound, and it is also like embossed with like leather, like I don't know if it's wording, I guess, or like symbols. I don't know, whatever would just like
Symbols probably would be the best.
symbols, yeah. But it's like black on black. Like it's just like real weird looking.
Some goth shit.
Yeah. I was like captured. You know when I was captured? That time when I sacrificed myself for the group and the book saved me for my sacrifice. So I'm painting this book is good. We like the book, okay? Maybe in the middle of night I might have been hallucinating. I hadn't been eating. I had like a rat or something like that. No, I didn't eat a rat. I was talking to rats. No, I was talking to spiders. I'd had like stale bread or something. I don't know. I wasn't really eating. I might have been hallucinating. Hadn't really slept. Okay, had been tortured a little bit. Painting the scene here.
Can I
And
roll
maybe-
insight check?
Go ahead.
Like, I feel like Hornsworth is just dancing around the subject.
You can tell Hornsworth is incredibly uncomfortable by this question. Doesn't seem to be lying though, but just like, you know when someone's like really nervous and they give way too much information about something? Like you ask a pretty simple thing like, where did that book come from? And Hornsworth is just like going into incredible detail about things that don't seem to be related. So it seems like Hornsworth is just like incredible, and also you can tell that he's like sweating a little bit.
I'm sweating. I am sweating IRL. I'm sweating in game.
I would say like you can tell he's looking all around, but you can't because his eye is just solid black. But his head is just like kind of looking all around. So he's really nervous, but he doesn't seem to be lying. But he just seems to be oversharing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, hadn't eaten, hadn't really slept, had just been tortured. Okay, not the best time of my life. Could have been hallucinating. Who knows?
I think at this moment, Evelyn is going to realize that she's just going to let it be. And then she's going to look up and look around and realize, where's Galena? What happened?
Where is Galena? Oh wow, we should go find Galena like right now.
Okay, yeah,
we
let's
should
do that.
go find Galena. Wow.
Wow.
Cynthia, have you seen Galena? Wow.
And
Cynthia.
the scene fades to black. Thank you. That was a great scene.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was
Wonderful.
good.
Thank you.
Fucking sweating my ass off. I'm not.
It was great. I
noted.
loved that. I love nervous Hornsworth.
Listen.
Yeah, Evelyn
just
was
me.
secretly enjoying it too. So.
Good shit. Good shit. All right. Who would like to be next in the travel thing?
Could I do like a little, like I wanna cook up some food, but I need ingredients. Could I do a little foraging for that?
Absolutely.
Is
That'd be
like nearby?
That would be a survival check, yes.
All right.
Cynthia, you're so cute.
I mean, she did work at the tavern. She must know her.
That's
way.
a 3!
Cynthia.
Listen, I can
another
cook them.
rock.
I can't find them.
So you don't have... You find like a bunch of mushrooms and you bring like, oh, cool, mushrooms. And you bring them over and like, Evelyn, you're like... You know that, like, you look at Cynthia, you're like, do you know where these mushrooms are from?
Right?
Or, like,
Are
what
they
mushrooms
bright
these
in
are?
color? Right.
And Cynthia, you're like, you have no idea what these are. And Evelyn, you realize that, yeah, you shouldn't eat them because, like, if you don't know what the
No,
mushrooms
that's-
are, you should never eat them.
Mushroom soup.
So that is a failure
Maybe.
again.
That's
Damn,
3 failures,
amazing
y'all.
rolls. 2 3s and a
Ooh,
4.
yeah.
Woo!
I can't.
That's pretty amazing.
Smile.
Evelyn, please save us.
Exactly. Smile.
Smile.
Okay, it's my turn.
What would you like to use?
Fudge muffins. I think I'll probably just use maybe perception
Mm-hmm.
to kind of I don't know, check. I don't know. I don't know what like the roads are looking like, so I want to just like check to see like if there's, I don't know, potholes we should look out for, or if there's like animals roaming around and things.
Listen, this is not American infrastructure. Okay.
Just all down.
So some parts of the like you go again through Blade Garden, so like that part of the path is like fairly okay. But then once you exit Blade Garden, it starts getting more foresty at parts, like less well traversed.
Yes. So I'll say like I'm looking for like, you know, like creepy crawl or like animals like skulking in the background or stuff like that, and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
So I can roll that per first perception, right? Okay. Hello?
That
What
is
is-
just
That
enough.
is the
though.
DC though.
That is just enough
Okay.
to succeed. So
No!
you're really bringing in the A game today.
We used all of our skills talking to Jaro. What can we say?
So you use your elven eyes to look around and to make sure that you see any upcoming danger. And as the days go by, it seems to be quite uneventful until you notice a trail of blood on the road. You're in a quite foresty area now, and you see like a trail of blood that leads from the road into the forest.
Ooh.
Do we have to investigate, or could we just like go?
How does it look like? Does it look like a human amount of blood, or is it like a bunny rabbit that got dragged by?
Yeah, like, is it like
not,
a little
it's
of
a
blood?
lot. It's a lot. It's not like a
Okay.
bunny rabbit. It's like a lot of blood.
Okay.
And something got dragged in like that's where the blood is coming from. Something was dragged.
Okay.
You know. No, go ahead.
I don't know how to word this. Like, may
Take your
I
time.
like look at the ground? Like, so there's the drag marks of the blood. Can I look at the ground and see like, are there like, you know, when people get dragged and they kind of like, you know, try to dig
Signs
in?
of
Like,
struggle.
yeah, thank you. Is there
Yeah.
anything like that? And if so, does it look human or not?
I would say that's an investigation check.
Dang it, that's.
I believe in you, Galita.
You know, I have a negative one, so
Hey,
that's really good.
15. All right,
Fuck
all right.
yeah!
There are some signs of struggle. Yes.
Okay.
You notice that there are some signs of struggle. There's splatters of blood now that you look closer. Like there's like splatters of blood around. Also, whatever dragged them doesn't seem to be human,
Of course not.
or doesn't seem to be humanoid. There's like big paw prints.
That's a bear.
So, like, I just kind of point them up. I'm like, that doesn't look good. I point at the paw prints to everyone, just
I
like.
think we should go. I think
we
should.
should. Yeah, we should just
have
hightail it.
Edgar scout it out if you want to just quickly.
I'll
Go
give
ahead
Edgar
now.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
we'll
too scared.
keep-
I don't want to stay here because if somebody drags something else, like we're just gonna get dragged from the same spot. And this feels like something that's just a lot of blood.
But is it right for us to leave?
I think that if that much blood came out, that person is no longer alive.
You know, that's valid. That's valid.
I don't know if there's
Yeah.
anything for us to save.
You know, Cynthia, if you'd like to send Edgar, by all means. But I don't know what.
Yeah, you can wait in the carriage ready to leave.
Okay.
In case, but I'll send Edgar in.
Mm-hmm. And you change your vision and hearing to Edgar as well?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so you change your vision, and you can control Edgar up to, I think it's 100 feet, but you can just tell Edgar to keep going in that direction. Roll a perception check for Edgar.
Okay.
So there
believe
should
in
be,
you.
if you go to the players tab,
Oh,
actor's tab,
okay.
there-
I've
there
actually
should-
never had to do that.
There's Edgar there, so you can roll for Edgar through that.
How
Hi,
fun!
Edgar.
Edgar
Nice.
has skills, dude. Could Edgar? Does he? What is his performance?
Oh
Could
my
he perform
God.
for us?
Edgar has +4.
Yeah, birds are very
Ooh.
He's a little
perceptive.
smarty.
That makes sense, yeah.
That's birds are very
Look at
perceptive.
Edgar! Good
Yeah,
job, Edgar!
guys.
Just a little guy.
Yeah. Yeah, little Edgar from the art. Yeah, so Edgar flies for a couple of minutes, and you start hearing a sound of like crunching of bone and sinew. And Edgar flies and finds a glade and sits down on like one of the branches of a tree. And there Edgar sees like a four-legged creature that has wings, like leathery wings, but the body looks more like a like, it's weird. The bottom half of the body seems to have like has hooves and is more like horse-like, but then the further part you can see like paws, like more cat-like, and there seem to be like 3 different heads that are all eating different corpses of people.
Okay.
Are you relaying this, Cynthia?
Hell
Yeah, I'm gonna relay this. I
We
was
should
like,
leave. We should go.
Yeah, call Edgar
we
back.
should
It's
go.
time to
Hey,
go.
Edgar, come on. Come home, buddy. It's okay.
Do any of us recognize the description of that animal? Would we be able to roll to see if any of us recognize?
Roll. What would this be? Because it is considered a roll Arcana.
Okay.
That's an Arcana. Actually, I would say only if you are proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
Never mind.
my
Ignore
roll.
that
Okay.
because I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not.
I will roll then.
Let's go, Cynthia. Let's go,
go,
Cynthia.
Cynthia, you know what this is. This is a chimera.
I
Oh.
was gonna say that.
I thought so
Like,
too,
that's
but
a-
the horse thing kind of threw me off.
So you've read about these creatures. Typically, they are made by magic users or, evil entities fusing creatures, and they're very violent. They usually move alone. They're not plentiful because they're not born naturally. They are made.
Right.
So
Someone just let this thing loose? Oh no.
so
Person
you
who made it could be near. You never know.
so you can. I think you can like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can like poof Edgar back.
I would assume so. I think so.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that that's how the familiar thing works, but
Yeah, I can dismiss. I can temporarily
Yes,
dismiss.
exactly. So if you want to return, you poof Edgar, and then your vision and hearing return, and then Edgar repoofs back to you.
Well, shall we go?
Yeah.
I think maybe we
Let's-
should leave.
But also,
like, right now.
keep an eye out for any suspicious person who might have made that thing in case.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
here.
not just
I
a
made
wild
it.
thing.
It's me.
It's me.
It's just another cat that turns into a spy.
Oh my god, please.
This time
Just
it's a
a
dog.
TGK. Like,
Don't do this to me.
And this is why the fated ones trust no animals except Edgar.
Don't trust
Edgar is
any
this
animal.
boy.
I only trust my rats.
wow.
Only my rats. Not even any other rat. Only the rats I know.
hmm
Okay.
And spiders.
It's acceptable.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. All right, you continue after finding out what was at the end of this trail. And Cynthia, please choose another player.
Okay. Galena?
All right,
Oh, hello.
please roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
All right, that's a nice 8. So, Cynthia, either you reveal something about yourself to Galena, or Galena finds an answer to a question about you that she's had for a while. So, you may play out this scene.
I guess I'll go with the answer one.
Sure.
I'm not sure how this would play out.
Roll with it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say, I guess it'll be right after the Chimera thing. We're kind of sitting in the carriage after leaving.
Sure.
And, me and Galena are just talking. I'll just be like, I know we haven't really talked much. So, hi.
Hello.
Did you have...
We've been traveling together for like
Yeah, we've
months.
been
A
traveling
month.
for a while, but
I genuinely don't think
Hi.
we've had a conversation
Mhm.
before.
we've only when we were like in the catacombs together.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
we were
much it.
trolling Galena.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were being sassy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
wanted to, I guess, make up for that a little bit.
Oh, that's very sweet.
But yeah, did you have a question about me or anything? Get to know each other.
Oh, icebreakers! I love that. Okay. I just kind of sit back and I'm just like, okay, what have I been wondering about Cynthia? I've been wondering a lot about you actually, but I think the what I'm most curious about is how did you end up working at the Rampant Roach? How did you end up there? Like, what's
It's a little long story. I mean, it's kind of more of a
I'll take the Cliff Notes version or whatever.
yeah,
the-
Cliff Notes.
whatever the in-universe
yeah.
Cliff Notes are.
It was like a little side
I
job,
have the job
a
of
side
making
gig.
cliff notes.
I got a person that I'm looking for, and I just in the meantime was working at the tavern, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a little side gig while I look for somebody.
Oh,
Mhm.
I want to ask follow-up question, but I don't know if it's allowed. Okay.
Can I hear this?
I mean, yeah, this is just a conversation.
Yeah, because I
in
wouldn't
the
say like
carriage.
Galena's not going to be trying to be quiet
Yeah.
unless Cynthia
Mhm.
unless Cynthia gestures for me to be quiet, then I will.
No,
So,
no,
you don't care.
I'd just be saying it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'd be like, oh, so if you don't mind me asking, then who are you looking for? Can we help?
Maybe. I've been kind of seeing how things go with our travels, seeing what happens. But if you could, I mean, that would be cool. It's actually the whole reason I'm even a spell do spells and I'm a wizard and stuff. My old teacher
Oh.
who vanished. Not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, that's why I settled at Zadash trying to get any info, and then I've been traveling. So yeah.
Right. Well, let us know if anything pops up that seems to, be relevant. I'm sure. And at this point, seeing that probably both Evelyn and Hornsworth are probably listening, I just kind of gesture. I'm just like, I'm sure that we all would be happy to help if we can.
Yeah.
Especially,
I think,
Thank you.
I point at Hornsworth, Mr. Investigator over there. I'm sure he could help out a bit.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I think Evelyn would probably put her hand on Cynthia's hand and be like, one of my old mentors and adoptive father is also missing, so
What?
we have that
Do we
in
have someone
common.
missing right now?
We have a few people
Galena, are you missing
apparently.
anyone?
Uh,
Any missing people in
No.
your?
No, but I am more than happy to help. I feel we've come to be quite close as a group, and
So we've
if we're going
cuddled.
to be traveling, we could at least look for whatever clues might be around.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think we need a group hug. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got my
Yeah.
stubby little arms.
Wait, who's driving the car?
There is.
No one.
Be like, Edgar's driving the cart.
we put on
Edgar's
autopilot.
driving the car.
Yeah, it's accurate.
Can Edgar roll animal handling? Is this a thing?
And we fade to black from that scene. Thank you. What a wonderful scene.
Oh.
That was wonderful.
Backstory.
Yeah! Also, this technique is really nice. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
I do too.
Yeah. Thank you to. I have to check out his name on TikTok, but he has really good TikToks about running D&D.
I love it.
Yes. So next person.
Right.
I think
Oh
if,
yeah, we still only have one success, huh?
Yep.
I think if we're running, back around into, because I went first, I can go again if people would
Sure.
like.
Sure.
I think this time, I think I'm gonna try and sing a little tune.
This is just gonna lead to the same situation. I'm gonna run away
boost
again.
Some morale. I don't know. I've never really sang before, other than when I got tied up for us turning purple. I was singing to annoy everyone, but now I'm gonna try and sing to bring everyone's spirits up.
Alright.
And use a performance.
There you go. For
Fuck.
it. That's a failure. You are not good at singing. You realize you're incredibly off key. And you're like, wait, what were the lyrics again? No, wait, let me start over. You're like forgetting the lyrics of the songs that you're singing. It's off key. It's not good, Chief. It is not good.
I'm all alone. There is nobody here.
It's just your theme song.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
That's a-
I shouldn't
that's a
ever
failure.
roll again.
Wow, we're doing
It's going
great.
really well.
I'm so
those
sorry,
rolls.
y'all.
Woo!
I can't
Um,
believe this.
I think I got one. I can go.
No,
What are you
that's it.
singing?
It's done.
Oh, is that it?
Oh,
You
we
failed that
failed.
bad?
You failed the whole thing. You failed that bad. Yes.
Awesome. What happens?
We'll
Oh,
see in a
God.
second. But
I tried.
a few of you, let me see your passive perception. So Cynthia, at least, just perception. Evelyn, and I think Hornsworth, you also have a good passive perception. Yeah. So everyone except Galena, you get the sense that you're being watched, that you're being followed.
Do you feel that? I feel like there's like eyes
Yeah.
on us.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well. How far are we from?
You've been traveling, I'd say, like 5 days now.
Okay, so we got like 2 more left.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well.
What are you talking about? I don't feel anything. I'm just like,
It's just like a feeling. I don't know.
You feel like you've
It's
glimpsed,
just-
like from the corner of your eye, sometimes like someone, but then when you've looked, there's
Yeah.
no one, and you're like, you have an uneasy feeling.
huh.
Since I'm feeling uneasy and like we're being watched, could I try using detect magic?
Sure, you can try using detect magic.
Because that'll let me know if there's a presence.
Within 60 feet or 30 feet, I forget.
30.
Cool. So you open up your senses, cast detect magic. Nothing outside of the 30-foot or within the 30-foot range, except for like the few magic items that you have.
Well, suppose best thing to do is just to keep moving forward, but keep our guard up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm gonna hop out the cart and just walk alongside it with my sword, just kind of
Mhm.
over my shoulders, just kind of.
Yeah.
Sure.
If somebody, I don't know who wants to drive the cart, but I was gonna prep. I was gonna prep an Eldritch Blast for the first thing. Maybe I
Mhm.
should do that.
But I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna-
only for like
if anyone
6
attacks-
seconds.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
No, I'm just gonna
when
be
you
on my
hold
guard
when you
then.
hold a spell, it's just that you hold it until there's a
Mm.
trigger, and that has to be within the same round of combat.
Oh, so it is like only like 6 or
Yeah. Otherwise, it goes away.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll say,
Okay.
not sure if this is gonna matter, but like I'm gonna be on the left side of the cart in case that
I'll go to
matters
the
for
right
your
side, and I'll
encounter.
just be freaking
Yeah, because I don't know, but
Alright.
I'm gonna stay on the left side of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
be on the right, but I'll be in the cart. So I'm
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense
because I'm
for you.
short.
All right. You can roll perception checks if you want to have, but like actively be perceiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh!
Ooh, let's go.
I do a thing. I had no idea anybody was watching us, but now that I'm alert,
You're
I
like,
see everything.
All right, so you continue to travel. Others, you're nothing happening, but oh, there it is. Yay!
Hey.
Little jingle jangle. That's really loud.
A little bit.
What was I gonna say? Yes, but Galena, you notice that someone is following you. Like you can see from time to time, like a humanoid person, and then they duck out of view.
Is it just a single person?
From what you can tell,
From what-
yes.
Whereabouts are they? Are they following, like,
Behind, they're trailing you.
they're trailing us?
Mm-hmm.
So as we're continuing to walk, like either Cynthia or Evelyn, whoever is like on the cart on the side I'm on, because I'm on the left side of the cart, I'm just gonna kind of like tap the cart to get their attention and just be like, still looking forward, still walking forward.
Yeah.
You were right. There's someone following us behind. Don't turn. But there is a single person following us behind us.
Mm-hmm. So that would be either Evelyn or Cynthia that gets it, depending on
Yeah.
who's like driving.
Yeah, because I know that Hornsworth said he's on the right
On
side.
the right.
Sorry, Cynthia, what did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, I'll drive it.
Okay, so then
Okay,
Evelyn.
so I get Cynthia's attention. I'm like, you all were right. What do we do about it?
We're not going to outrun them at all. Like, we will eventually see them. We could stop and kind of watch for them. Because they're gonna have, if they're planning on doing anything to us, we could just stop now that we know that there's somebody, and just kind of keep a guard and just, wait for them to approach us.
Yeah, because we don't want to lead them to where we're going, right?
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
approach us either way.
So how about we and I kind of like wink, like really like, why don't we go aside to set up camp real quick? I'm like blinking awkwardly, trying to wink.
Setting up camp already. It's
Wait,
like
how late out is it right now?
yeah.
Or
like it's afternoon.
Okay.
Why are we setting camp up?
Yeah.
we have so far to go.
I mean, this person is like far, so they can't hear your conversation.
Oh,
They're not like
Oh,
right
okay.
next to you. They're in the distance.
in that case, then I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna kind of call to Hornsworth, like, there's somebody following us behind, and we think the best thing to do might be just to pull aside and wait for them to either pass us or make a move.
Okay.
So
Right.
we are going to set up camp to give us a reason.
I understand.
Or I suppose maybe it'd be smarter to pull aside and check the wheel that is wobbling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
Mhm.
Either
How
way.
far away are they behind us? Like about?
Some hundreds of feet.
Oh, okay.
Just enough.
Okay.
Like clearly staying out of sight.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like you wouldn't have noticed unless like you would have started looking. And Galena, you could tell like they appear sometimes, but not very often, and then they would dip away. into foliage or whatever, out of sight. So that's probably, you gather that's probably why you got that feeling that someone's following, but you weren't able to pinpoint it.
Right. Was I able to
Okay.
tell if they were armed?
Not from this, or from
Couldn't
this
tell,
distance, it didn't look like it, but it's hard to say details.
Yeah.
You could
Could
just
be a
tell like there's a
spellcaster.
silhouette of a human.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say, like, we should, like, why don't we pull aside? Someone should, like, you know, be checking the cart, and then the rest of us can, you know, just kind of chill, but be on guard, perhaps?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to like stealthily circle back and see if I can catch them trying to pop up on you.
Oh.
But I don't have the best stealth.
Ooh, I know what I could do.
Oh, aren't you can you do the invisible thing, right?
Some ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, you go if you're gonna set up camp. Set up camp. I'm taking a nap in the cart because I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna curl myself up in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
And like, is the cart like an open back, or is it like other sides, like on all four sides? Like, if I laid down, could you see that I was in there or not in there?
We can say it has like a collapsible back.
Okay. So I'm gonna lay down and be like, I'm taking a nap. I don't know what y'all are on about. I don't know why we're making camp. I don't know, whatever. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna use invisibility.
Let's go.
How long does invisibility last? It's like 1 hour, right?
An hour.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
You are invisible.
Should be plenty of time.
Can you hear me? Can I talk? Yeah, you can talk.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just invisible.
Invisibility does
Okay.
not get rid of sound, just visuals.
Galena, where are they?
And I'm kind of gonna just like lean against the back of the cart and stare. Not because I'm just waiting, right? And I'm just gonna kind of look around. Am I able to suss them out where they're at?
You right now they're not visible, but you know roughly like a few hundred feet in like behind you in that specific direction. You don't know exactly where they are.
Yeah. Okay. So I just passed it on. They're a couple hundred feet away. I'm not sure exactly where. They keep ducking in and out of the trees, but they're definitely back there. If you circle around, you'll see them. You'll see them.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna start, I guess, walking back, seeing what happens.
Are you trying to be quiet?
Yes.
Then roll stealth with advantage.
Okay.
You know.
It's great.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you
It's
start
fine.
you start moving as quietly as you can. You go a little bit to the side because you're like, at least you won't leave prints that as obviously if you're in the middle of the road rather than if you're on the side. You move on for about, let's say like roughly 10 minutes, and then you see like someone like moving from behind a tree, and then they kind of just like are moving slowly, just looking around, and then they go behind another tree, and you can see them kind of advancing from tree to tree.
Even though we're stopped, they're still moving forward.
Yes, carefully, and
Okay.
looking carefully.
Can I like catch what they look like?
So as you start getting closer, let me double check something. As you're starting to get closer, they react to a sound that you make. You step on a twig, snaps loudly, and they look towards your direction, like right at you, with like piercing eyes. And now you can see it's a human-looking person. There's about like 50 feet between the two of you.
Okay.
And it's a human person that looks human. Hold on, let me get the picture for myself so I can describe it. Yeah, wearing like a traveler's cloak, red hair, white skin, and they freeze in place and they look in your direction, and their eyes are now darting around as they heard that sound. And they start to slowly back away.
Into the trees.
Yeah, like moving backwards now that they heard that sound and start go behind a tree slowly.
Are we able to see any of this from where
No.
we are?
How far away are they from me?
500 feet? 600 feet?
From me? 500?
Yep.
Oh, I thought they were 50 feet.
Oh, you mean the person? Sorry, I thought you meant the rest of the party. Yeah.
Oh, no, I meant the
Sorry.
person.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, they're about 50. Then they go back another 10 feet or so 60 feet now, I'd say.
Could I, circle around? So, are we, are they across the road from me? Or are they,
No, you're on the same side.
Same side.
In the, the more foresty, a little bit off of the road, a little bit off.
Could I, try and circle around to, so I could, end up, not, behind them, but can I, try and sneak again? Around behind?
Sure, you can roll another sneak attack. All right.
Ayo!
Nice.
Learning from your mistake, you can see the person, their eyes are darting around and they're kind of looking around still, and they're still making their way back slowly. You are able to, get into a slight flanking position, and it seems like they haven't noticed you.
Can I use Awakened Mind
Yes.
Oh.
while I'm invisible?
Yes.
And can I want to do a few things. Can I, prep to, tackle them if they go to move? If they go to, dart or, run away?
You can't really do both because, using Awakened
Okay.
Mind is an action, and then, holding a tackle action would be a
Is
different
okay,
thing.
yeah. Could I prep tackling and then also speak at the same time? Is
No.
that something that I... Damn it, okay.
No, because using Awakened Mind is an action.
No, I meant just, talking, normally. Not,
Oh.
through Awakened Mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can do that, I'd say. Or it depends how much you talk, I would say.
Okay, I'm gonna prep to try and tackle
Okay.
them, and all I'm gonna say is, "What are you doing?"
They turn towards you, and then their eyes are darting around. They look confused, and they're like, who said that?
Your best friend or your worst nightmare? Depends on how this goes.
Mm-hmm. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what do you mean? I'm just a simple traveler. Are you some kind of forest spirit? Please spare me. I'm just traveling through these lands. It's so dangerous now with being close to the border, and I just didn't want to get hurt.
I am, in fact, a forest spirit, actually. Funny you ask.
Roll deception. Whoa, 25. And
True.
her eyes widen, and she's like, please spare me. I'm just trying to make it to somewhere with food. I'm just a simple traveler.
Do I believe her?
You may roll an insight check. Yep.
Maybe I do.
She
Great.
seems to be telling the truth, yeah.
Well, as the forest spirit in these parts, I was, I talked to this group ahead of us, and I was told to protect them, and I see that you are being a little suspicious around.
Well, I saw the group too, and I don't know who they are, so I was afraid maybe they're bandits. So I didn't want to get attacked.
You
and
think
killed.
a forest spirit like myself would allow bandits to roll through me?
Well, I didn't know there was a forest spirit here.
Ah, that's your first mistake.
The French.
What if I told you I could bring you to them without them attacking you? I promise you they are not bandits. I myself am a benevolent forest spirit. I would never allow bandits in my land.
No, I wouldn't want to impose myself on the group.
What do you call yourself? Maybe you wouldn't be imposing. What's your story, kid?
I'm Dejana. I'm a refugee from the Azimar kingdom. I've just been trying to make do.
Huh? Do I still have to roll with that same insight check, or like?
No, this is with the same insight check. You're
okay, fair enough.
you feel like this person is being legitimate. They're just
truthful.
scared.
Yeah, there's like no reason to lie to a forest spirit.
Mhm.
Well, what if I told you that I could? I mean, maybe you wouldn't be imposing. It is my job as the forest spirit to bring travelers together for the benefit of their own good. Maybe we could go together, and I could introduce you. And maybe it would. All you want is some food, right?
Yes, I just want some food. And,
Where are you headed? Fine traveler.
I'm just going to Grim Golir.
Oh.
Well, perfect. You know what? I think that as the benevolent forest spirit in this area, I feel like this is a match made in heaven. Funny enough, these pals are traveling, at least in a similar direction, for quite a while. So maybe maybe it's time that you had a friend on the road for a little while.
Okay.
Does that sound all right? Well, I'm gonna show you my corporeal form. I normally am just whispering through the wind, just a hint of wind around these parts. But I'll show you how I like to present when I am dealing with, sometimes a little more angrier things, and I'll walk you over there, if that works for you.
Sure.
Obviously you wouldn't want me to just be invisible, and you'd be like, oh, the forest spirit's talking to me, because, they might not, So, I'm gonna become invisible, and I'm gonna have my hand out to, hold her hand.
Oh.
She carefully takes hands. You're a lot smaller than I would have thought.
Okay, listen. I'm a benevolent forest spirit, but
Sorry.
if God made me tall, then the world would end. All right, I had to have
sorry.
something had to go wrong.
I'm sorry.
No. But I'm just gonna take Dejana and walk back the road.
So all of you, after about 20 minutes or so, Hornsworth returns with a human woman.
When I'm in calling distance, like when I'm in yelling distance, I'll go, "It is I, the forest spirit, bringing back a companion for us."
Do I pick? Do we pick up on this, or
I don't know. Do you?
Would I?
It is I, your local forest spirit.
I think Evelyn's just wondering how long she'd have to keep up this lie if she agreed to just be like, yeah.
I just kind of squint into the distance. I'm just like, what? I don't say
Listen,
anything.
They're a little bit of a rough bunch around the edges, but I promise you they've got a heart of gold. They're real fantastic.
Okay,
Alright.
sure.
Sometimes, listen, I can vouch for them.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. for now, maybe around them, they might call me Hornsworth. They may know me of another name.
Oh,
call.
is that
But
is that like a disguise?
Sometimes when I'm walking amongst humans and humanoid pals,
It's
I
your
just-
found name.
yeah, it's one that works. What are you gonna call me? Oh, benevolent forest god of this area? I don't know what area am I in. Like, you can't call me the benevolent forest god over and over again. Feels a little. It doesn't roll off the tongue very well. So you can just
I
call me
guess-
Hornsworth.
I guess even spirits need names.
Yes, exactly. But I promise you, they are a lovely bunch.
Okay, well, I'm
And
happy
as
to
long
hear
as you
that.
don't cross them, they won't destroy you.
That's good to know.
Listen, I'm not trying to instill fear in you or anything, but I do just yeah. They've been traveling through these parts for a few days. I've seen what they can do.
Okay.
This is good. Off we go.
All right,
Oh.
you arrive.
Hi, friends.
Hello
It is I,
there.
the benevolent forest god of this area.
Yes, benevolent forest god.
Mhm. Yes, I'm here. I'm taking on my human form, gnome form, actually. I just wanted to, I have this new friend here,
She waves
Dejana.
like skittishly,
Um,
like, hi.
Um,
Sorry, I was following. I was looking at you from a distance. I didn't know if you were bandits, so
we
I-
saw you from across the road and couldn't help but notice your vibes.
Oh no!
We apparently we give off bandit vibes. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, a group of people. I mean, these roads are dangerous.
It's
I'm
giving bandit.
I'm all alone,
Yeah.
so I didn't want to get killed.
No. Yeah. You're,
Honestly, I don't blame you.
yeah. You're 100% valid in your feelings. Well, we're not gonna hurt you though.
Mhm.
Honestly, we're more afraid of
Unless you
people
cross
trying
them.
to hurt us. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I think it's fine. It'll be okay. But I'm Evelyn. I should probably say that. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
So,
I'm Dejana, sorry.
benevolent forest god. What
Hey.
are we doing here? Like, what's
So
what's the
as,
idea?
As the benevolent forest god of this area, as my proper name, I was just, it is my duty to, one, protect the forest, and two, help well-meaning travelers that just need a little something. And Dejana here just is on their way to Grimgoril, and is a refugee from the Azamar kingdom that is also a little needs some food. And as someone who's that
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I have some extra rations. We can
Oh,
definitely.
thank you.
I feel like, yeah. We only got 2 days left. We're stopping. They because I'm the benevolent forest god of this area. Obviously, I don't go too far. But they will be traveling to Rockguard. So we will not. They will not be going all the way to Grimgoril, but we can maybe give you some rations to get you on your way.
Thank you. That's so kind of you.
But again, don't cross them because they will kill you.
Okay.
All right.
How
Yeah.
how far are we from Rock Garden?
From Rockguard, you're about 2 days travel, a day and a half.
I mean, benevolent forest god spirit, whatever. Do you not think it would be a good idea to maybe we can bring this lovely person with us, because we are going to be passing through Rock Garden. We're going to Rock Garden, and we can at least get her safely to there.
That's what I guess I should have, that was kind of my thoughts.
Oh, okay, because it
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
like you just wanted us to give us her food and send her on her way. And I was like, that's not very
No.
benevolent of you.
No,
oh,
I'm the
benevolent
benevolent
spirit.
forest god. Yeah, I'm the benevolent forest god of this area, so
Right.
benevolence in the name. So I must act as I have to, you know. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, I am sure. Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just
Shall
pat
we-
the spot next to me in the carriage and be
Mm.
like, come on up. Come and sit. I'm sure you've been walking a while. You really
Yeah.
all alone? There's no one you're trying to go meet or anything?
No, I'm all alone.
Wow.
Are you headed to Grimgrill?
It's just a bigger city, you know, more safer.
That's
Away from-
fair enough.
You know, it's close to the border, but it's probably the safest place around here.
Right.
How long have you been, like, on your own, like, as a refugee? Because, like, I mean,
Well, I mean, it was
I guess.
10 years ago that the attack happened, so
yeah.
been surviving, I guess.
For 10 years?
How
Yeah.
have you been surviving on your own? like
That's,
this?
Yeah.
listen, even,
Sneaking.
yeah, fair
Oh.
enough. You do what you gotta, listen, as a
You
benevolent
are a
forest
very
god.
good sneaker because it was hard for us to like clock that you were following us. That's
This
very
is true.
useful.
Thank you. It's how
Yeah.
I've stayed alive.
You
Hell
know,
yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we can at least get you to Rock Guard, and then from there we can do what you need to do.
Thank you.
And I guess like Rock Guard isn't that far from my area, so like even as a forest god, like maybe I could go anyways.
Oh, benevolent forest god, we could never ask you to leave your forest.
Oh,
as I'm just-
benevolent
Extends,
forest spirit, please bless us with your presence on the rest of our journey. We can't bear to be without you right now. Just
Oh, but what would your forest do, oh benevolent forest god? What would happen if you were to leave your area?
yeah,
forest
we
will
don't
be
want it to
fine.
shrivel up and die without your
Listen,
presence.
I have my ways. It'll be fine.
Oh, we are so lucky to be
Bless
blessed
you.
by the
Bless
benevolent
you.
forest spirit.
Wordsworth like sits all upright and is feeling like real good about himself right now.
Amazing.
Like I'm trying, like Lena's trying so hard to like go along with this, but she's like gritting her teeth.
No,
She's like,
Evelyn's like just straight up rolls her eyes, but just plays along.
All right.
I'm collecting godhoods. What can I say?
You know, why should you only have one?
The rat god only? Come on. How many rats are around here?
You
I haven't
need
seen
to
a single
think
rat.
Bigger.
Some would say they're legion,
Forest
right?
god.
So-
What's bigger than a forest?
Maybe I should just become a king.
There you go.
You never know.
You never know. Hey,
Maybe I am aspiring to godlyhood. I feel like that's pretty in line.
That makes sense.
what an interesting little.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
During the next night, let's see.
She robs us, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
Evelyn, you wake up as you hear something, and you start opening your eyes, and you see Dejana is like going through your pack.
I think Evelyn is just for a second she's like, what is happening? Then she's like, oh no. No. I think I think because she's still half asleep
Yeah.
and like doesn't fully, her hand just goes out and grabs around the neck. She's just like, excuse me? Real quick. And just kind of
roll
I
an-
did
stares
tell
her
her that if you
down.
cross us, we'll kill you.
roll an athletics
That's all
check.
I'm saying.
Evelyn, I think you.
Wait,
Whoa.
what am I rolling?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay, yeah.
Oh fuck! You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. She tries to break free, but she can't. She is like, you're keeping. She's like trying to rip your your hand off.
I think it's time for you to go. And I'm just going to let go,
Yeah, and she
grab
looks,
my bag, and
she looks at you
step
scaredly
back.
and dashes really fast. Like you're like, whoa, she's really fast into the forest, out of your. And the rest of you now hear this like all of a sudden like running steps, like loud, and disappears into the darkness outside of your dark vision range.
Waking up. What just happened? Where did the woman go? What's going on?
I found her going through my bag while I'm asleep, and I just told her it was time for her to go. And that's it. I think we're fine, though. We just,
Well
someone
done.
should keep watch for the rest of the night.
All right.
I feel like that might have to be on me.
Oh yes, benevolent forest spirit. Thank you so much for
Maybe.
being a thief into our midst.
I feel like I have some responsibility here, folks.
Trying to be a
Did
good
she manage to actually
Samaritan.
feed
You were.
I don't know if did she take
she take
anything?
anything?
You go through your bag, and it looks like she didn't make it to take anything. Like you caught her early enough. She was being way too loud. She was being careless.
Huh. Isn't that interesting? All stealthy to be careless. Okay.
Yeah, it's like she rolled a 4.
Well, that explains it. Yeah.
Dang.
And then it's like she
Yeah.
rolled a 2 for her acrobatics to try to escape.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The Everlight was with Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Everlight was guiding my hand. That wasn't Evelyn. That was the Everlight. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That was cool. All right. We're just going to skip the rest of it because you're almost there. So you make it to Ashguard Garrison. But, of course, we have to roll what fun negative effect you get because you did not succeed.
No.
Hell, real bad.
Let's see. That's a nice 3, which means non-stop obstacles and problems after problem. Oh, sorry, problem after problem beset the party. You arrived later than expected and used more resources to boot. So you are, because of like Galena getting lost and
Oh yeah.
dealing with this person and some other shenanigans. You're about a day and a half late.
Right.
Fair enough.
And you used
So
like
at that
2 days
point-
more. You used 2 days more rations.
So we
How
used like
many-
9 days then, because it was 7 plus
Yep.
2. So
And as
6 days left.
as Ashguard looms in the distance, we are going to take our break.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mhm. So, everyone, we're going to take a 10-15 minute break, and then we'll be back. You should also stretch, get some water, go to the bathroom, take your meds, all the good stuff, because we're going to do some of that at least. And in the meantime, we're going to be on our Getting Back Soon screen, and you're going to see some clips from our previous episodes. So, we shall see you all in 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello.
I love how that was so at the same time.
Same brain cell.
That's great. Oh, love that.
One
All
brain
right.
cell between us.
Is more needed, honestly?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Exactly.
The
So welcome
whole
back,
party has a
everyone.
single brain cell.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good break. We had a nice break. And just to recap what happened before our break. So, the Fated Ones met with Jaro Whitebeard in the Ashguard Garrison, learned that the court in exile is located in Ashguard Garrison to the north, and promptly made their way there. And on this trip, they had some wonderful discussions that strengthened their bonds. They found a bloody trail, which led to a chimera, and they decided, no thanks, and did not go for that. And then they found someone trailing them, seemed to be a refugee, who then promptly tried to steal from them during the night and ran off into the night. And now, as you are,
Mm-hmm.
you've been now traveling for about half a day now, like between the Dunrock Mountains and the Broken Vale Bluffs. There's these big mountain ranges all around you. For most of you, you've never experienced this, so it's quite like you're quite awestruck in this. Like it feels like the mountains are gonna fall on you. It's a really weird feeling. You've never had this before. Like they're gonna fall, but you know they're not gonna fall.
Yeah, but what if they do?
Yeah, what if they do though? You don't know.
Well, you're a god, Hornsworth. You should be fine.
I'm not a god yet. I'm trying to be a god.
All right. Sorry, my bad.
And nestled between the mountain range, you can see this garrison, a heavily fortified small town. And as you get closer, it is similar to Ashguard in that it is very drab and simple. Nothing really standing out, and there's a big gate from where you're coming, and there are guards stationed at the battlements and then outside at the gates. And as you're approaching, one of them raises a hand in salute. Greetings, travelers.
Greetings,
Hello.
non-traveler.
Yes. What brings you to Rockguard Garrison? Damn, that's hard.
We're here to speak to General Cavanto, and we have a letter of recommendation from General Whitebeard from the Ashguard Garrison.
And the guard looks at the other guard, kind of like okay, sure. Like he's like, oh really? Well, let me have a look at this letter of recommendation.
Yeah,
then.
really.
And he takes it, and he notices the seal, and he's like, his demeanor changes. Like, I see. Well, just a moment.
Just because I'm a silly guy doesn't mean that I don't do serious things.
Listen, I don't know you.
Fair enough.
That was easy.
And he goes to the other guard, and they're like looking, and they're talking amongst each other. Wait here, please. And you wait for about an hour, and he comes back.
An hour?
An hour,
Bruh.
yes.
Just twiddling our thumbs.
Yep.
Customer service here is horrible.
It's not really a customer service kind of place.
Makes sense.
Fair enough. Good.
Let's just say this is not a tourist attraction.
Well, good, because we're not tourists. Great.
Where is it?
Gotta get that one out of the way.
Ah, here we go. That's what I want. Yes. So then the other guard comes back. Both of them are human, by the way. So you notice already that there's like the previous one was very half orc dominant. This seems to be more human dwarf dominant. He goes like, "Oh, right then. Follow me, if you will. I will give you an audience with the general."
Thank you.
And he takes you to a notably nicer looking 2-story building and brings you to the antechamber and is like, please have a seat.
Okay.
And is the guard will come and get you in just a moment.
Thank
Don't-
you.
Dawnfather guide you.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Hops up
Yeah,
onto a
Dawnfather.
chair, feet are swinging.
Sounds like the Godfather.
Dawnfather is one of the deities.
Let's see. Spelled D-A-W-N and not D-O-N.
Yeah, no, not Dawn.
You
Like,
come
hey,
to
hey,
me.
I'm the Dawnfather.
You come to me.
Yeah, the gabagool.
Hey!
the court.
So I heard you were looking for a new god. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Horny, how you doing?
Dude, the Dawn.
The Dawn Father. Oh my god.
That's why I was like, oh,
No, like DAW.
okay.
DO.
I'm cooking the pasta.
Hey.
Hey.
I sent a Tesla to space.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. It certainly
Like I
does.
didn't know they put Italians into D&D.
Right? They know something about the gabagools, you know?
It's a new race, the Italian race.
Well, it's not like they're real, like IRL. They're
Whoa, comment
concept.
with the Fredophobia, okay? Okay, anyway, get back. So there's 2 guards in the antechamber just like standing there by the entrance that leads further. And another hour goes by.
Cynthia, do you want to play rock, paper, scissors? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins. I just want to play.
Yeah. Well, I win, so.
Okay, great.
Now everyone's happy. So then, after an hour, a guard with nicer armor comes over and is like,
So, I heard you were looking to speak with the general.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we are.
Follow me.
I have to
Okay.
know, was this his voice before, or did he just?
there was no voice
Wait.
before for this person. I just made it up.
Yeah.
We found
This is
Sergeant
Godfather.
Alfredo.
like it is.
Yay!
All right,
Found Sergeant
That-
Alfredo.
Oh my god.
amazing.
All right, tortellini.
Maybe like there once was Italy before the cataclysm.
Yeah. No more.
Oh man.
Okay, so then he walks you through this building. It's like a nicer building comparatively to everything else. You're taken through, and you are brought to an older human gentleman. He has like a, what do you call that haircut? Like buzzed at the sides, but then like longer at the top. And he has like a big nose that has been broken a few times. Like you can tell, like he's seen some action, and he's got a long scar from like the top of his lip all the way across his chin down,
Oh my.
down, and then at the top as well from like his forehead down to his nose and to his cheek. So like 2 big scars, and he is reading through something at the moment and raises his head as you come in. And I need to check his voice that I gave him. It's not Italian.
Oh, I was really hoping.
Generals.
Too bad.
As you come in, is like,
Thank you, Vinny. You're dismissed.
like, hey, no problem, General. And then he heads out.
Leave the sword. Take the cannoli.
And
Please.
General Zano Kavan. So, you're the fated ones that Jaro wrote about.
Yep, that's us.
That's us.
That's us.
Quite the ragtag group, if I may say so.
Yeah, we clean up real nice though, I promise.
Yeah.
But, let's just say if I didn't have Yaro's letter here, you would not be here in front of me.
I mean,
get
that's
the
why I went to
nuts.
Jaro first. Or General Whitebeard, I'm so sorry. We're not on a first name basis. I shouldn't assume that.
Galena, were you saying something?
I was saying we get that a lot. But
Mhm.
Mm.
Yes, so, what's your business with the court?
Well, what did he write in the letter? How much did he tell you? I feel like that's
I
a
just
good
want
way
to
to
hear
start.
from your mouth again.
Okay, cool. We could do the whole spiel again,
Mhm.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we just relay that.
You want to like zone of truth us or something, or do you just want us to just tell you?
I don't have
I
any
don't know.
magics to use, so
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we're originally from Zadash. Was contacted by the Platinum Dragon? Like, the Platinum Dragon
We were
talked to
called
us?
upon by the Platinum Dragon.
Yeah. And we have to get the robes of
Sister Adeline.
Sister Adeline. We've got to stop the Dark Wedding. Don't know what that one is. That one's still a really big mystery to us. We also do the Goblin Uprising. I'm sure that you understand about the goblin thing already happening
Ghoul
because
uprising.
ghouls, not goblins. I'm so sorry, ghouls. Sometimes things get confused in my head.
It's okay. They're not similar at all, but it's fine.
Not. It's fine.
Moving on. So, as Hornsworth was saying, we have those three things we need to take care of. Ultimately, the reason we are here, speaking to you, is that we need to speak to the court. The court. We're told that the court has information as to where we can find. They can help us. They can help lead us to our goal, which is to the robes.
The court can help us find the knights.
Yeah, the Knights
To
of
find
the
robes.
knights then to the robes.
Who have the robes. Have part of the robes.
Part of the robe. But
We have to find the rest of the robe.
point being, the reason we want to speak to them is to get that information so we can
Mhm.
continue this quest as given to us by the Platinum Dragon.
Yeah, we're trying to
Yes.
save the world, basically. So,
well, isn't that
Yeah.
a tiny little quest?
It's something real
something
small.
like that, yeah.
Well, seems you check out. Let me take you to the court.
That would be
Oh, just
very
like that.
kind of you.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much.
And he's like, follow me. And he starts.
That was so much easier than I thought.
It helps to have letters, I'm finding.
Yeah, we should get a lot of letters from people. We can just be like, hey, look, we're here to do this.
Helps a lot. So he takes you with him, and he goes to like a back room, and it leads to like stairs that go down. And you go down into the cellar, and while you're heading there, he speaks to you. He's like, what concerns me is the news that the Archduke is in danger.
Yeah.
It was not good. You do not want him in the hands of the ghouls, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're not fun people to be around.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound good.
And as you're going down into the cellar, you start hearing like talk, and there's like a little complex downstairs there. And you enter one room. He takes out a key and does like several locks, actually unlocks them and opens the door. And as you enter the room, 3 people turn towards you. You see, familiar from your picture, Archduke Avgust, with short brown hair and a bushy mustache, nicely curled at the tips, wearing
Dapper.
fine clothing, but has a breastplate underneath. You also see a woman with pale white skin, wearing a crown that has like pearls that go like around here, this area. And she's wearing golden white dress, very fine. And you see a younger woman wearing a more clerical outfit, nice nonetheless, with a silver medallion with like 3 eyes on it. And they all like, they were talking, and they stop and they turn to you, and General Cavanto goes in and is like,
Your Eminence, we have some guests for you of utmost importance. Here are the fated ones. And he leads you in and then closes the door behind you. And there's also guards there in the room as well, but they're just, standing on at attention.
Just gonna quickly
Galena's
bow
gonna, bow.
respectfully. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know what's proper, but Galena's just gonna,
Yeah.
awkwardly bow and try to show as much respect as possible.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And the royals acknowledge you in a kind of like they do a little bow, but not as big as yours.
Mm-hmm. So,
All
I,
right.
And Queen
I
Ursula.
feel like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Queen Ursula gives you all a piercing look.
So, the fated ones. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Queen Ursula of the Aasimar. This is my brother-in-law, Archduke Avgost Walerska, and my daughter, Zosia Walerska. Tell me, what is your business with us?
Well, we have been called upon by the Platinum Dragon to partake in a bit of a religious quest. That quest involves fighting against some evils in the land. There is currently a plot to have a ghoul uprising, the marrying of dark deities, much of which is actually seems to be related to the fall of your kingdom.
And she looks kind of saddened, but like she keeps her composure, but you can tell like it saddens her.
Yeah. This plot seems to be related to the Kryn dynasty. And the Platinum Dragon has called upon us to help find an artifact that will help fight against the evils and potentially the Kryn and the ghouls. The robes of Sister Adeline. We have been pointed in your direction to perhaps find those that hold the robes or hold the power of the robes, the Knights of Cord. And we would graciously ask for your assistance in this matter for the good of our world.
So
I just bow
That's
again.
pretty high stakes, yeah. I'd say so.
As you said, the holy robes of Sister Adeline, you notice that her eyes widened. And she's like,
Did you say the holy robes of Sister Adeline?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they can be used against the ghouls, you said?
I'm double checking my notes. I don't quite remember how the robes actually are supposed to help us.
I feel like he didn't really
He
say.
didn't really give us a lot. He was just like, hey,
like,
you got to
find
get these
the
robes. Find
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, specific from what I understand, the Platinum Dragon's message was vague, as you can imagine. What we were told is that the robes of Sister Adeline would be instrumental in fighting against the ghouls somehow.
in stopping the Dark Wedding.
In
yeah,
stopping the
yeah.
Dark Wedding, thank you. Because again, part of this plot is having two dark deities marry to give them more power. So I'm not sure if the robes are to fight against that or the ghouls or both, but that is what we're here to find out, I suppose.
If my memory serves, I think that we were supposed to use the robes to stop the Dark Wedding. That was like step
Thank
2 in the like 3. It was like that was second, and then the ghouls was third. And in terms of the Dark Wedding, from what this is real rough estimation here. but we're thinking it has something to do with Vesh because we know that the Kryn dynasty no longer worships the Spider Queen or what's her name? The Spider deity?
Starts with L.
Lolth.
Lorth,
Yeah,
Lorth,
Lorth.
Lolth.
Wolf. We've had some running intos with some people that are worshipping Vesh, and so we think that has something to do with it, but we're still really workshopping that part of it. But we need to get the robes first, and then hopefully we can learn more about that. But also, I guess just a general question. So I have something written down about the Crawling King. Is that the same as like the Spider Deity or whatever they were, or is that somebody
different.
else entirely?
Different betrayer god.
Okay, so there's the Crawling King, and then there's Lorth, who is like Spider.
Yeah, Lolth is the spider,
Lolth.
spider queen. Yeah, Lolth.
Oh, you know what?
Were
You know what?
we-
What we thought is that because the Crawling King is being worshipped by the ghouls, I think, or the Dark Ghouls. So I think our workshopped idea was that Vesh and what was he called? The Crawling King were gonna.
Yeah, because
marry.
we still
Yeah.
didn't exactly know who was marrying the Dark Mother. Okay,
Yeah, so that's our theory. But yeah,
okay.
good job, good note taking.
Yeah. I need to refine my notes so bad. It's
No
just
worries.
shit everywhere.
Same.
So
it's real bad.
as you finish that, Queen Ursula turns to Archduke Avgost. Avgost, this has to be a sign from the gods. These adventurers would find the holy robes of Sister Adelind. This is clearly a sign for us to retake our lands. And Archduke Avgost,
I am Archduke, replies, "Yes, Ursula, this does sound quite promising. But, you know that the Empire won't give our support, but I've had an idea. I think the dwarves might, of Grimgolir. You know, they are independent, though they are part of the Empire. I think we could get their support."
Yeah, well, if I'm being honest with you all, with the way things are going with the ghoul uprising and how many we've been seeing spotted across the plains here, I think it's only a matter of time before the Empire is going to be backing you all or pushing their armies forward. So
Yeah,
might get
there's
a
a
head
lot of
start.
activity going on, even just in Zadash, which is where we hail from. There is workings of Vesh deep within
Yeah,
Zadash.
it was ingrained in the government. It was ingrained in
Yeah.
the daily lives. It was, and correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Zadash is the capital, right?
no, it's one of the
No,
big
it's not.
cities,
Okay,
but
never
it's
mind.
not. Rexcentrum is the capital.
Got it. Okay, because otherwise I was gonna say it's the capital. Never mind.
No, not the capital, but one of
Yeah.
one of the major cities.
Right.
Which also, I guess, then maybe plays into now that they know that there's somebody within the court who is, of Zazash that is like on the other side, but also if they have people within, then they might not push for armies that like they might be like, oh, it's not a problem, don't worry about it.
Yeah, depending on how high up that person is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
And at this point,
but I think,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think that maybe looking to like the dwarves is probably a better bet than relying on the Empire because we had to go through a lot of red tape to even get like
A court case, yeah.
yeah. And we don't even know if anything came of it.
Mhm. At this point, the younger woman, Zosia, speaks up. Excuse me, uncle, but I would like to ask him a few questions. So you say you're from Zadash, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
When
That's
did you
where we
leave?
traveled from.
When did we
Took us
leave?
It's been like,
been like
we've been
2
traveling for like a
months.
month.
it's been like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
so-
month.
See, and you
Month?
face these ghouls in Zadash?
Yes.
Yep. And on the
One
way,
ghoul in Zadash, mostly cult-like behavior from people sent by the Kryn dynasty.
What cult?
But we faced ghouls along the
Uh,
way.
The cult of forbidden ecstasies is what they call
Yes.
themselves. They
Hmm.
worship
The Red
Vesh,
Sisters.
the Red Mother, I
Mhm.
believe.
I see.
Shroudson was the man that was like also directly involved with sending them a ghoul, so I think he's what is his name? Vorkus? Shroudson, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that, name rings a
Yeah,
bell.
Yeah,
for
but
any
we
of you.
killed.
But-
Well, we did kill like a ghoul, like that big ghoul that was guarding the door, right?
Oh, and
when we went
also
to
Boris
go-
was a ghoul, so
When we
we've
killed
killed two
Yeah,
ghouls,
but
I guess.
Boris was
Dark Ghoul.
dark ghoul, which is like a more intelligent, like
Oh,
commander
yeah.
ghoul. So like, there's that.
Yeah.
Any one of you can roll a persuasion check.
I would
Oh.
like to roll a persuasion.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you advantage because you're getting help from your crew.
Okay. And then hello. Where do I? Then I roll for advantage.
Yeah, you can press
Yeah.
little plus in the chat.
Anything is better than that. So
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah,
it's another one.
please. No.
there we go.
That
let's
was
go.
close.
Let's go.
23. Yeah, she nods attentively and like, yes, very fascinating. Let me. She gets like some notes and starts writing. Fascinating. Yes. Evelyn, roll a religion check for me.
Okay.
And actually, Hornsworth, you can also roll.
Not today, bestie.
You didn't get a good look at her necklace, but you, Hornsworth, do recognize it. It is the symbol of the knowing mistress, Ayun.
Oh yeah. Wait, who?
The Cobalt
I
Soul
feel like
also worships Ayun.
Okay, yeah.
And Ayun is all about finding knowledge and sharing knowledge and chronicling the happenings of the world. It's, her deal is
Okay.
knowledge and the sharing of knowledge.
Oh, so when you said clerical, you meant like writing stuff down, not like a cleric.
No, I meant like a cleric.
Like,
I meant like a cleric.
You did. Okay, because I thought cleric armor, and then now I was just like, because clerical class mean like,
Clerical writing.
I meant more like robes and stuff, not like armor. I should have been clearer there.
okay.
my bad.
Okay, cool.
Yes. So she starts writing stuff down, and she turns to Uncle. These people are clearly the enemies of the wretched undead. Perhaps allies of ours.
Well, it would seem so, yes. It's always good to have allies. The fated ones, yes.
Yeah.
Is this all the information you have for us?
Oh, actually, and I pull out that picture once again.
Mm.
As we mentioned, we met some ghouls along the way while we were traveling here, and they were hunting someone. And sir, they were hunting you, and I unfurled the picture. They were looking for you.
He takes the paper and then he twirls his mustache.
Well, this is indeed important information. Thank you for sharing.
To which
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, all we know is that they were looking very hard for this person. We've taken some time to figure out it was you, and it's just
Yeah.
they were dangerous. They were.
I think none of them escaped though from that little group that had your photo. I'm pretty sure we killed all of them because the one
No,
that
we
did
did,
escape, we
yeah.
tracked him down and then killed him
Yeah.
anyways.
At this point, the general,
Archduke, I am concerned about this information that you are their target. I know you want to go to Grimgolir, but the path is treacherous, and I would hate to send you alone on this trail.
to which Av goes,
Nonsense. I am a skilled warrior who has been on the trail for long. Couple of ruffians won't do anything to stop me.
Oh, he's cute.
I
You
love
want
his
some
voice.
extra help? Because we.
No,
I mean-
no, it's no need. I can survive myself easily.
Ursula,
Didn't we-
Ursula turns. Dear brother, I think it would be wise to have these heroes be protecting you on the way. And as thank you for their information and service, I believe we could introduce them to the temple, Grimgolir. And maybe they could find the knights in the holy robe, which would be very important. And he looks kind of annoyed at this point.
I can do all of this myself. There's no need to include more people. It'll complicate things.
I
Well,
mean, like,
look at
we're
it-
gonna go that way anyways. Like, don't you
Yeah,
be on the road? Don't you
and-
want somebody to talk to or something? Because like we could have a. I could tell you about the time, the time where I've been fishing.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Yeah, go ahead,
With-
Hornsworth. What were
Fishing
you
with
gonna
who?
say?
Hornsworth?
Was fishing with the
With
forest
whom?
spirit of the forest that are just right there. I don't know. I think that it could just be. I'm not saying that you are not a capable man because you seem incredibly capable, incredibly strong, very skilled. You're great. You can do this on your own, but you know what would be better is hanging out with a bunch of cool adventurers that have a lot of stories that they could tell you. And also, you know, like maybe I'm just saying that like there's 3 of the court left. We just want to be extra careful because if 3 is better than 2, you know what I'm saying? 3 is better than 2.
Yeah.
But you're very
Roll.
capable and very strong, and I'm sure that you could beat me in an arm wrestling competition. Even though I'm also super strong, you could definitely beat me. And so I think that you should. Yes.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
Let's go, Hornsworth. Amazing Hornsworth.
I'm gonna give you advantage because your friends are also there supporting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We believe in you.
Let's go.
There you go. So after you say all that, he kind of furrows his brow, twirls his mustache. He's in thought.
Oh, very well. Even though I am a very capable warrior and I've seen quite
You're so
the bit
capable.
of battle, you are correct. The court is small and one loss would be catastrophic.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that
this isn't
you-
about
yeah.
one person anymore. This is about a group of people, you know.
Yes, yes.
And maybe you can teach me a few of your capable warrior tricks along the way, because you know I'm always trying to learn.
Ah, of course, I'd love to share battle tips with another hardened warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Queen Ursula looks a little bit really big. Well, it is decided then. I'm happy to hear this, of course. The fated ones, for this job, I of course offer you 500 gold pieces as a reward.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, all right.
Like each or split.
It's probably
S-
split.
split. That would be
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that
100
makes more
gold per
sense.
person, including Verdora.
yeah,
Okay,
including
perfect.
murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we are greatly appreciative of this. The service that you do for us and our kingdom. Hopefully, through the holy robes and your actions, we are able to restore our rightful place as the heads of our kingdom and drive away these disgusting undead creatures.
Mm-hmm. Something else that just kind of maybe popped into my head, seeing as, you know, the lands that we're not when we're going to Grimgrove, but like afterwards, if we're going to be stopping a Dark Wedding, we're going to have to enter the Kryn Dynasty. And do you have any sort of maps or like knowledge of areas that used to be yours that would be useful to us?
We, of course,
Yeah.
are very knowledgeable, Zacia.
Yes, Zosia, I'm sorry. Yes, I am knowledgeable of the areas, and I might have a simple map on me of our former kingdom, but forgive me. When we escaped, we took only what was necessary with us, and I'll check what I can find.
And
That would be
even something
appreciated.
super simple and rough would be better than what we have now, which is nothing. So
Yeah, 100%.
I will have a look in my personal belongings.
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
And the general puts a hand on your shoulder, Hornsworthy.
Well, this puts me a little bit at ease as well, to know that you won't be traveling alone. Thank you.
I feel like that's probably the best bet.
You know what?
Super capable. Super capable.
You know what?
Very strong.
Sure, you've made it all the way here. You wouldn't if you didn't know your way around a battlefield. But I have something that might be of use for you. Let me go get it.
And he
Oh.
runs off. And Zosia says,
I'll be right back as well. I'll see to my
collection, and she bows and then exits. And what else? And Avgo says,
Oh, well, since the travel is happening, I should go get prepared. We should leave tomorrow morning.
Works for us. I think. Unless, do we need to do anything else here? Real
I
good?
don't think so.
I don't really
Alright.
think there's much to do here.
We should get some more rations. How long is the
Ah.
trip?
it's like 2 days. It's fairly close.
Okay. I'm
Still
probably
safer,
fine, but
It's still better to be safe than sorry.
agreed.
I mean, I got lost.
True.
I got lost.
The way you said that, oh.
True, I gave some rations to some chick who ended up stealing from me. Rude.
That is rude. It's a rude world out there. And then
Real rude.
finally, Queen Ursula goes, well, I actually have one more thing that I can give to help you. And then she goes to like a small pouch on the table and takes out a small vial of like golden looking liquid and gives it to you and says, this is a vial of sunlight.
Hmm.
The ghouls hate sunlight.
This is true.
So
They hate it.
it is a magical item that, when activated, will cast light in a 30-foot radius of pure sunlight. Undead creatures hate this.
Is it like multiple use or only one use?
You can use it once per day.
Oh.
It recharges
I
at
love
dawn.
that.
Who would like
Honestly,
that?
I feel like Hornsworth, maybe you should, because you can go invisible. You can,
Yeah.
I
like,
could just
potentially-
scatter them.
Yeah, take it behind enemy line. Like, I don't know. Like,
I think.
Yeah, I agree.
mean,
alternatively, over the table, like Galena says that over the table, I have nothing to help me against ghouls because I'm a little.
I was gonna say I was also thinking like who's gonna be in the fray more often,
Yeah,
like closer
so-
to ghouls, and I feel like you are. So
That is true.
I am
Maybe then-
content. Listen,
Yeah.
I'll be like as much as I like that Galena and I think that's a good idea. What if I think that maybe in a pinch this could be really useful for you?
True.
I feel like you tend to be in the fray. You're in the action.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it could help me. I just open it and be like, yeah.
Exactly. It's
I
it's
attack
like
you with
pocket
light.
sand, but it's pocket sunlight. You've got a pocket sunshine.
Oh my goodness.
That'll be great. Yes.
That's perfect.
That's
Got a
excellent.
pocket full of sunshine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a pocket full of sunshine. Let's go.
I'm happy.
Oh.
I will have a pocket full of sunshine. This will be
Uh-huh.
excellent.
So
Thank you
Galena's
so
gonna get
much,
it?
Queen Ursula.
I
Yeah.
think so.
cool. I'll drop it in your
I think that's a
inventory. Boof.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already
Got a
have
file,
a
got a
light
file,
cantrip,
sunlight.
so...
But it's not sunlight, it's normal light. Sunlight is a specific type of light. But the light cantrip,
It says vial of
Oh.
sunlight.
but the light cantrip does just like regular light. This is not like
That's what I was
Oh.
saying, yeah.
Yep.
Because I have a light cantrip.
there's a
makes
specific
sense.
spell I think called sunlight,
Oh.
which will create a burst like a.
Oh,
Oh.
That makes sense.
And she bows to you and says, "I believe it'll be of more use to you now than to me."
It's very much appreciated. We will use it well.
Yes.
And after a while, Zosia comes back. She's holding a book. And she says, "Unfortunately, I was not able to find a map. However, I do have something else for you that I think will be useful." And she she hands you the book. It is titled "The Tree of Knowledge."
Ooh.
And she says that if you give this to the High Priestess, the Temple of Cord, I believe you should be able to... Well, you should be able to get an introduction with her, and she probably knows where the robes are.
oh. Thank you. That is immensely helpful.
Mm.
What was the high priestess name again?
She did not mention.
Yeah.
Oh.
High Priestess of Cord.
Oh, and what is the high priestess name?
To be honest, I'm not quite certain.
Okay.
Fair
makes sense.
enough.
And lastly, after a while, General Cavanto comes back. "All right, so here," and he hands you a cloak. Looks plain, a green cloak. He says, "It's a cloak of elven kind. Will help you hide from unwanting eyes."
Oh, what?
Wow.
Uh,
You hide from unwanting eyes.
Who?
do you mind if I wear it for right now? And just test it out, see what it's like.
So the way that it works is that when you have the hood up, you have or perception checks to spot you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks.
Ooh.
That's how it works.
I feel like that would be pretty nice as a pseudo rogue for right now.
But it doesn't stack with like invisibility, so like
Yeah, I
advantage
figured
does
it didn't,
But anyway.
but like I can only use that once a day.
for sure.
So
Yep. And you can always hand this over to Berdora if you want to at some point.
yeah, I think
The
I'd
book.
be like, I feel like our fifth member might use this, but I think for now, maybe if everyone else is okay with it, I'll put it on. Say goodbye to my beautiful, beautiful red shirt.
You can put it
On
on
a green
top.
one.
It's a cloak, so it goes on top of it.
I know. I'm just. It's not as flashy, all right.
Hey. So as you put it on, and does it require tune? Oh yeah, you attune to it. It takes like half an hour. It like slowly shrinks to fit your shape. Like it was too big for you. It was like human size, so it was like on the floor. But then it slowly like shortens and shrinks to fit you.
Like a little kid in a costume that's
Yes.
too big for them.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's the least I can do in this situation. And if I think you mentioned that you need rations. We can provide you rations.
Yes, please.
Not
Yes,
a problem.
thank you.
I think Avgos has gone to prepare himself. You should as well. The trail from here to Grimgolir is not the easiest. There's an
Anything we should look out for in particular with this trail? We haven't really. I mean, I've never been out of the dash before this trip, so This is all new terrain
Any
to me.
information would be helpful to help us along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. What makes the trail difficult is that there is a forest between here and there. There's an old ruins, an old castle, and it's not safe.
Noted. Good to know.
So much so that some will even go around to Blade Garden and use the Glory Run and the Crispvale Roadway to get to Grimgolir, which adds a lot to the travel.
What is rumored to be in these ruins that is so
Some say
dangerous?
ghosts, some say undead, some say goblinoids.
Fair enough. Well, we'll just try to drive by, I guess. Well, thank you for letting us know that. It's incredibly helpful.
Of course, I mean, you are helping the kingdom here.
Very good.
Stormlord guide
Our
you.
pleasure.
And you as well.
Same.
Right back at you.
And as you are getting prepared to travel to Grim Golir, I believe we're going to call it an episode.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
Yeah,
Sag.
This is a good point, and I need to do some more prepping for next time. So.
That's fair. We
We
zoomed.
got fun things. We got fun new
I
magic
got
things.
stuff, dude.
You got stuff.
I love it.
This was a fun session. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, it was so much
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank
I'm glad that
you,
we
GM
got the gang back
Fondue.
together.
Yeah, the band's back together. And also thank you for all your viewers. Thank you. And thank you for the raid just now, Lucky. Appreciate it. We're going to be live next time on the 30th of April at 8 p.m. Eastern European Standard Time. Also, just a reminder announcement, I have a new D&D one-shot happening next week Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern European Standard Time called Shadows in Ionia, which is a D&D one-shot set in the world of League of Legends. So if you if you watch Arcane, you were like, oh, that's cool. Or if you play League of Legends, you're like, oh, the world's cool. You should come watch that. You get a little more immersed in that world. It's a fun world. What else? Oh yes, you should check us out on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of those things. I'm gonna drop the links in chat right the heck now. There we go. Also our Discord, you should join there. I've also started doing professional dungeon mastering, game mastering, I should say. My first game one shot is already full, but I'm gonna be having more of those coming in the near future. So if you want to be the first to find out, you should be in our Discord. That's the first place I'm gonna pop that info off. And I think that's it. Did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much for episode 13 of Dice and Easy. Thanks for being here with us. It was super fun. And keep it dice and easy.
Hey.
Eee.